How to Manage Conflict Without Losing Respect. Stephen Covey. From the moment tension ripples through your team, when words are spoken that cut deeper than intended, you stand at a crossroads. Do you let pride spark a feud that fractures trust? Or do you choose a different path, one guided by respect, empathy, and a resolve to resolve? In a small loft-turned startup headquarters, Ava, co-founder of a growing tech venture, faces her first real clash. Her partner, Marcus, pushes to pivot their product toward enterprise clients. Ava fears losing the startup's core values and alienating early adopters. Voices rise. Frustration swirls. In that charged moment, she recalls a principle she once read: seek first to understand, then to be understood. Instead of firing back, Ava leans in. She asks Marcus to share his concerns. He breathes out a torrent of data points: market size, revenue projections, investor feedback. He voices fears that sticking with small clients may stall growth. As he speaks, Ava listens without interrupting. Her calm nods signal she values his insights. Tension softens. Respect holds. When Marcus finishes, Ava mirrors back his key points. "You're worried our growth could plateau if we don't chase enterprise contracts," she says. He nods, relief flickering in his eyes. She feels the power of being truly heard. Only then does she share her viewpoint: the risks of losing the startup's culture, the loyalty of their early community. She frames it not as a rejection of his idea, but as a call to integrate both visions. By the end of their conversation, they craft a hybrid strategy, a pilot program for mid-sized clients that preserves their ethos while exploring larger deals. Neither feels steamrolled. They emerge with a shared plan and deeper trust. Conflict transformed into collaboration. Down the hall, Elise, a seasoned investor, sits across from her portfolio CEO, Jamal. He's frustrated that Elise questions his hiring choices. He bristles at her suggestions, feeling his autonomy is threatened. The tone turns curt. But Elise remembers the same guidepost: address issues without attacking character. She states her concern calmly: "I believe we need more operational leadership for scaling." She avoids blame. Jamal's defenses rise. "You don't trust me," he snaps. Elise's heart rate climbs, but she steadies her voice. "I trust your vision," she replies. "I want to see both your vision and team succeed. Let's explore how to fill leadership gaps without undermining your authority." She pauses, inviting his input. He opens up about sleepless nights, worries that a new executive might dilute his creative spark. Elise listens and empathizes. She sees his passion and hears his vulnerability. Then she asks a question: "What qualities would your ideal COO have that complement your style?" Jamal relaxes, engages. Together they draft a profile that honors his values while meeting the company's needs: respect intact, conflict resolved. Across town, at a bustling manufacturing plant, operations manager Priya clashes with her head of procurement, Leo. Late deliveries strain production. Leo insists vendors deserve more leeway. Priya demands stricter penalties. Their emails grow terse. A meeting is called. Tempers flare. Priya nearly storms out, but then she recalls: maintain an abundance mentality. There is enough success to go around if you collaborate. She invites Leo to map the supply chain together. They chart delays, forecast buffers, communication gaps. Leo admits he overlooked a key supplier's capacity constraints. Priya acknowledges she didn't provide clear forecasts. They own their mistakes. Then they brainstorm solutions: secondary vendors, staggered orders, a shared dashboard for real-time tracking. By focusing on the shared goal, smooth production, they shift from blame to problem-solving. The tension dissolves. Their working relationship grows stronger. Meanwhile, in a co-working space, three young founders, Sarah, Diego, and Nina, debate equity splits after a round of funding. Old emails resurface, harsh words, accusations of unfairness. Aspirations collide. They face a fork: lawyers and lawyers' fees, or honest dialogue. They choose dialogue. Guided by a principle of win-win thinking, they meet in a neutral room. Each begins by stating what matters most. Sarah wants to reward the initial idea that sparked the venture. Diego values contributions in coding and design. Nina emphasizes her client relationships that brought early customers. They each speak without interruption. They listen without judgment. Respect forms the foundation. Next, they brainstorm creative solutions. Advisor shares, milestone-based vesting, performance bonuses. Multiple proposals emerge. They weigh each against their shared vision. Finally, they agree on a structure that honors contributions while protecting the startup's future. They leave with handshakes and renewed camaraderie. Conflict served as a catalyst for fairness. Back at Ava's startup, a new conflict arises, this time with a key client who complains about missed deadlines. The client's tone tests the team's resolve. Ava steps in. She doesn't defend or deflect. She apologizes for the shortfall and invites the client to outline their pain points. She listens, takes notes, and expresses genuine regret. Respect bridges the gap. With fresh clarity, she proposes a recovery plan. Dedicated sprints, weekly check-ins, and transparent status updates. The client accepts. Trust rebuilds. The partnership emerges stronger than before. As winter frost gives way to spring, the entrepreneurs notice something profound. Their conflicts haven't vanished, challenges still arise, but now they carry tools to navigate them. They know to pause, listen, empathize, and co-create solutions. Respect endures. At a regional investors summit, Elise shares these stories. She speaks of the power of empathy, of listening before advising, of seeking mutual wins. Small business owners lean forward, investors nod. The message resonates. Conflict need not erode respect. It can forge deeper bonds and drive innovation. In closing, imagine your own boardroom tensions, your team disputes, your negotiations. Picture yourself pausing before reacting, listening to understand, speaking with clarity, and seeking outcomes that honor all sides. See the respect that remains and the solutions that emerge. How to manage conflict without losing respect. Start by valuing the person over the problem. Listen deeply, speak honestly, collaborate courageously, transform every clash into an opportunity for growth. When you master this art, your company culture thrives. Your relationships strengthen, your leadership shines, and you discover that respect isn't surrendered in conflict, it's earned through the grace with which you engage. Carry this principle with you. Let it guide every challenging conversation, and watch how every conflict becomes a stepping stone to greater understanding, stronger partnerships, and lasting success.